Hello everyone, how you doing? Welcome to GameTech UK. Welcome to another train sim video. This time on the PlayStation 4. The first time I've played it on the PlayStation 4. Got a scenario here where I've got to actually take a train as a passenger up to Paddington. Then we're going to go down to the West Country in the GWR. So it's going to be cool. So let's start here. Now I would normally do this on a stream, but I'm going to go through all of these train sim scenarios, all of them on the PlayStation. I'm going to do a mix of PlayStation and PC as well. But what a sweet little game it is. I think we've got a few minutes before this train boards, so let's have a little look around. We've got to look for collectibles as well. I've been very, very slim on finding collectibles in this game. On Train Sim CSX, I used to find quite a few. They've been really, really few and far between. We've got a few little bugging instances where people glitch in, but it's fine. We can accept that. So we've actually got a let's sit across. Oh, we're sitting next to this gentleman here. I want a seat on my own, but it's very, very good. The thing I like about it is that you can. Oh, okay, that was open. There are a few little glitches in this, but on the whole, it is such a sweet little game. And what I'm going to do is, on the journeys, if there's nothing for me to say, I'm going to disappear from the bottom left, and we can just enjoy the scenery and have a look around. So, what do I think of it in comparison to the PC so far? The graphics aren't as good. There's no secret there. The graphics aren't as good. Um, the texture is a lot flatter. I don't think it's optimized for PlayStation 4 Pro at all, which is fine. And I think if they do a patch for the PlayStation 4, it will improve things a lot. But we can literally, these are the bits that I like about this game. It's very, very slow paced, very believable, very immersive. I mean, look, and you've got the whole scenery from here into Paddington as well. Really, really good. Um, like I say, the CSX Heavy Haul was a bit of a weird one. It's great. It's a lovely sim. The scenery is perfect. The trains are lovely. It just doesn't run very well. And it wasn't until I tried GWR and the Somerset, which is coming to PlayStation 4 as well. I'll put a link above actually up there for the PC Somerset, which is a Heritage Line. It's really good, really, really good actually. And this sort of thing. I mean, look, we're just looking at the train. Something weird about it, isn't there? Which is this sim idea. It's a bit like Euro Truck. We talk about this on the streams. Yeah, why is it interesting? I'm sitting here in a train, looking out the window, but there's something compelling about it. There really, really is. The scenery is really, really good, actually. As I say, it's not the PC version. It doesn't matter. It does not matter because look, this is well represented here. Totally fine. Yeah, yeah, totally fine. Let's get up and have a walk around. I like the way you can walk around in the train. Can't go in the toilets, which is a bit of an issue. So it seems to open that first door actually, and then let you through the second one, which is weird. But yeah, you can't go in the toilet. And don't you just hate it when you get this seat that is right next to the toilet? So when you get a busy train back from London, and you're like, oh god, the only seat is sitting next to the toilet. Yeah, not good, not good at all. I think this is, yeah, staff access only. It's closed. I'm allowed in there because I'm staff, but we're going to shut that for security reasons. And let's sit in the second in compartment. Oh, it's lovely, isn't it? It really is a schoolboy's dream, isn't it, to ride a train? I don't think this is Paddington. Is it Paddington? No, no, I'm sure it isn't. No, no, this is just a smaller station. Let's get out and have a look. Close that. Don't want to leave that open, do we? We could mess around and no, because I can't miss this train. We'll have to start the scenario again. Yeah, we don't want to do that. We don't want to. We don't want to do that, do we? No, no, we don't want to mess around with that. No, Jason, stop it. If you if you miss this train, the whole scenario is going to fail. It's fine. It's fine. I'll stop messing about. Let's sit down. Yeah, just sit down. It's a weird one. Do you like? I don't like sitting the other way. Oh, I don't like sitting the other way. I feel like I'm going backwards. It doesn't really bother me, but just out of habit, I suppose, I like to sit this way on anything going forward. You know, sitting the other way, I suppose, is a little bit weird and unnatural, isn't it? But look at the graphics, totally, totally fine. Yes, the textures are a little bit lower. Yes, the frame rate is a little bit lower. And I will do a video comparing both on the same line so we can have a good look about it. Oh, that was lucky. I made it. But yes, it's let's have a look at some external cameras. That is, hang on, external camera, front boom. Okay, here we go. It's nice. It is very, very immersive, very detailed game. Very detailed. And everything's there. Pop-up isn't too bad either, considering how much is going on in the background. Pop-up is not a huge issue. The camera can get a little bit wonky. I don't know why it's not doing... That's better. Yeah, that's better. So we can do some kind of free camera. Yeah, external camera, front boom, and then press triangle, and you've got camera mode, which you can move around to a certain extent. But there is a little bit of stuttering, of course. I mean, there's a lot going on here. Internal camera. Let's go into our seat. But what I'll do is let's stand up here. I'm going to disappear off now, and I will come back when we're at Paddington. Enjoy the views, sit back, relax, get a cup of tea, and let's enjoy the views together on the way to Paddington. See you soon. So here we are at Paddington. So I'm here as an employee, but I've been had to move from the station I was at into Paddington to pick up my train and take it down. I think it's down into Reading, into the West Country. I think it said Reading. Is Reading in the West Country? I'm not sure if that's classed as that. Let's get off anyway. Let's get off the train. Bosh. Right. I'm going to have a little look around for collectibles because it's important. Oh, we can't go up there. We can't go up there. I'm just going to have a little look down. I've barely found. In fact, have I found any collectibles in this new DLC? I don't think I have. I honestly don't think I have. I can't be late for me train, so I can't go looking around too much. I'm going to end up down the high street at this rate. Yeah, let's go back. Yeah, yeah, we can't be late. Got my high heels on, as you can hear. Lovely representation of the important bit, which is the train, though. The train is just, it's just, modelled so well. So well. Let's start walking. We don't want to look suspicious, do we? So nice easy pointer. So far so good with the game. It is quite an easy game. Oh god, look. Single file. We're not going oh god, they are going single file as well. Yeah, I don't want any part of this. It is quite an easy game. It's complex as in there's a lot to do, but the game very kindly and very nicely without patronising tells you how to do it. As you progress in the scenarios, they quite rightly leave bits out, so they won't remind you on everything, which is good. Look at this, like look. Everything's here though, isn't it? For a sim that you can walk around in as well. I mean, they must have thought to themselves, do we need the walking around bit? Should we just make it a train sim? And they've put in the walking element, which I think is very well received. Does it make it a better game? Probably not. It just makes it a more complete game. Objective complete. Oh, okay, I'm going down here. And Paddington is it's a lovely station. It really, really is. Yeah, look at it. Complete departure proceedings for a timely 1930 departure. Is currently 1914, so we got plenty of time. There's no issue there. We have got plenty of time. I feel like I should be running, but I'm not. I'm just gonna chill out. And again, it's all nicely modelled. Lovely seats in that one. Lovely seats, much better than what we had in our lift to Paddington. Oh, that must have been first class. Very nice though. I think we're. Are we going up the stairs? No, we're not. So this is my beast to go down to the West Country. Reading. No collectibles. No collectibles to speak of at all. Right, that's my train. I'll get there in a minute because I've got 15 minutes, so I really do actually want to just have a little look around. It won't let me go any further there, I doubt. Let's have a look around. We have got 15 minutes, so I'm going to go up to them stairs. What a beautiful... I mean, it's the Intercity 125 in GWR livery, and the Intercity 125 is a beautiful train. Look at it. It's really fantastic, isn't it? And again, don't forget, this is the PlayStation version. Nothing's been taken out. Yes, the textures and the resolution might have suffered a little bit, but it doesn't take from the game. It's all right. It's definitely. I do recommend it. Do I recommend this game? Yeah, 100%. I think you've got to have. Let's go up here and just see if we can find some collectibles. Where are my collectibles? Oh god, so I'm platform 3. I don't want to get lost. I've only got 14 minutes. I think you've got to have some kind of interest in the sim. You've probably got to have some kind of interest in trains to really enjoy this. But if you have got even a passing interest in trains or sim or anything like Euro Truck, anything like that, I think you're really, really going to enjoy this game. No collectibles. So I'm going to get up and get in the train. I'm going to have to wait, I think. Yeah, I'm going to have to wait. Should we have a look around the train just while we're waiting? A noise for the doors. I mean, there's a lot of detail here for train lovers, um, and people just enjoy detail, and also want to know what a train is like from another country. That's the window. I can't go out there because obviously, I know these trains. They're in our country or my country. But I have tried the German DLC. I know nothing about German trains at all. I'll be putting them on the channel as well. Like I say, I'm going to do these in video format. I think it suits video format really, rather than the stream. And I will go through every scenario. So even if you're not going to buy it, feel free to sit through my scenarios, grabbing yourself a cup of tea, knowing they're going to last probably around 30-40 minutes, something like that. And we can just enjoy it together and have a chat. Don't forget to leave me a little cheeky comment in the comments if you've got anything to say. Yeah, I've got to wait now. I've got to wait 23, well, 30, 23? 13 minutes. So, I'm going to chill out here. I've got me sandwiches, right? The missus has made me some sandwiches, cheese. So I'm going to sit here and have me sandwiches. So I will be back at 17:30. Right, so I've waited me 15 minutes, so we're going to put the headlights on. And to do that, you hold down the X button and use the left analog. So we're going to, and then you just release it. So we're going to put the headlights on. We're going to put the reverser on forward. Then obviously we're going to open the doors. Now, I think ordinarily, the time that I've been sitting here, the 15 minutes that I've been sitting here, the doors would have been open. In this scenario, you don't open them until 7:30, and then when you do open them, you get this couple of minutes up in the top left to load the passengers. So we're just going to hang around there for a minute. But yes, what an enjoyable little game. Like us, like we've travelled up as a passenger, which is quite a unique little feature, I think, and adds to the immersion. And now we're up front. It's my job now to drive us to Reading in the West Country. So we're halfway through loading passengers. I did have a look actually to see whether you could actually see customers coming on, but you can't, which is a bit of a shame. But again, how deep do you want it, But look at the detail. Look, and this is outside as well. It's stunning. The detail is stunning. And there I am. Look, I look the same, don't I? Oh, let's get back in. I've got a job to do here, mate. Internal cameras. Right, okay, so we're going to lock the left. And we should let our guard know that we're ready, which is this one here. 2 little squeezes on that. That lets him know. Now with these ones, you can hold over it with the X and use the left analog and slide it that way. So you can do that, or you can use the bumpers and triggers. So this side is accelerate and your left hand side is the brake. So if you look down at the accelerate on the right hand side, as I press this, it does it that way. I like that. Yeah, I like that a lot. That's because rather than keep bringing the camera down, and actually you can set the camera like that. So you could, for example, set the camera to that sort of height, and then you can move around the cab and change controls. But really, your camera view needs to be there, doesn't it? So the throttle is on max, and the train brakes are running. Oh, okay, this is set. Yeah, we need to turn that off. Here we go. So right up to 2000 amps now. We have got, how long is the journey? I don't think it tells me yet. It's quite a long way, so buckle in, get another cup of tea, right? Chill out with me. And we're going to do the journey together. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we're gonna get out to 125 miles an hour. That's what I'm after. Hopefully, it's going to let us do that. We've got 34 miles to Reading. And something to pay close attention to is the time that they want you to arrive at Reading. Don't arrive before or after, because you'll fail the scenario, which I have done on other scenarios. So we're going to watch that. We're going to be careful of that. So we've got green signals. We've got a 50 mile an hour speed limit just coming up, and it's quite handily told us that on the speedo. So I'm going to come off on the throttle, and again I'm using the analog, the trigger button to do that. You don't need to look down there. I could do, hold that, left analog stick, back to 3, back up. You could do that. I like doing it that way. So throttle is on 2. Actually, let's put the brake on just onto initial, just a little bit, just to scrub that speed off. You can see on the speedo now, it's coming down. That's it. And we are on a gradient. Actually, it was a gradient. It's gone flat now. So speed's okay, everything's okay. So we got about 25 minutes now. So as I say, chill out with me. Hopefully you're enjoying the videos, depending on what order you're watching them. There are going to be lots of these scenarios uploaded, and ordinarily, like I do this on a stream. But I thought, okay, I've only got so many stream slots in the week, and if I do this outside of the stream slot, I can fit something else in as well, and hopefully put even more content out for you. You'd have to let me know. And be honest as well. And you know, as much as I love a conversation in the live stream, I love a conversation in the comments as well. You know, we can have a chat in the comments. It's all good. Let me know what you think of videos like this, done in video format, where there isn't the banter of the stream, which is what I love. I love streaming. I absolutely love it. But there is just me rambling, and you can sit down and watch it. You know, I'd be interested to know where you're watching this. You might be in bed, you might be at work, you might have me on in the background, you might be on a train on the way to work, got me on headphones. I'd be interested to know where you're watching my videos. I'd love to know, actually, just out of pure curiosity. Look at the sunset over this gorgeous game. It is crazy, isn't it? We need to get outside to have a look at that, because that looks absolutely awesome. That's really good. And again, some of the trackside detail is a little bit lacking, but I think overall, especially from this view, now this is the view really, you know, I think when you start the game, like especially on the PC, it's a little bit clunkier to do it on the console than it is on the PC. On the PC, you simply press F2 and you can scroll around the whole train with the mouse. With the PlayStation controller, and admittedly this worked really well with a controller, with the PlayStation controller, it works absolutely perfectly, but it is a little bit more clunky. So for example, to do the cameras, you have to hold down the right hand analog, then you go to external cameras, choose that with the X, then we can go to front camera, for example. Then that's fixed as it is now. You press triangle, here on my mic, press triangle, and then we can move it around. So it certainly is a bit more clunky. Look at that though. Look at that. Oh my god, oh wow, that is really cool. Look at the detail on that. Yeah, I'm very impressed with this game, very impressive actually. Definitely recommend it. I think if you've got an interest in sims, for example, Euro Truck, Flight Sim, anything like that, anything when you get your hands on machinery where you wouldn't normally be able to. I love games like that, I love it. So if you've got a passing interest in sims, I would recommend it. If you've got an interest in trains, you're probably already going to buy this anyway. Hopefully this video was helping you decide either way, whether it's a no and you'll just watch the series, or yes, I fancy getting involved in that. I love that part of the channel, showing off games to you to help you decide and save your money. I want the channel to be of value to you, and help save or spend your money. It's all good with me. It's all good with me. Right, 70 miles an hour. We're starting to speed up now, even though we're on a tiny little incline at 0.1. 31 miles to go. We've got about 22, 23 minutes to do it in. I don't want to arrive early because that'll just mess it up. So I definitely don't want to arrive early. I want to just chill out, enjoy the scenery. Shame that there's a little glitch actually, and it is, I think, just on the look at the scenery through the window. It is just on the PlayStation version, I think, where can you see the windows glitching a little bit. It's the same on the other side as well, and it is a shame, and hopefully that'll get sorted, because it's a little bit off-putting. I like this view where you can see the track, and you can see a little bit of the sideways peripheral vision as well. I really like that. So we've got full steam ahead really. We're well up in the amps there, 88 miles an hour. We don't need to go any faster than that. There are times where you can do 125 miles an hour, but we haven't got a huge amount of distance to cover in what is about 20 minutes. So I don't want to. What I don't want to do, I want to try and do it professionally. I know. I want to try and do it professionally and turn up on time, rather than wait outside and then make your way in. I don't want to do that. Oh, look at this, flying through the station. I love it. Absolutely love it. And this is a good one where you go free camera and you can follow the train. And it doesn't matter where you press that, the scenery will be ready for you to view. So, oh, hang on. So wherever you are, so we can come here, external camera, free camera. That's it. Wherever you are, it will halt the camera so you can have a look. And some of these views are quite stunning, really stunning. The other thing that I like about this game, not particularly this DLC, because I know these trains and I know this sort of scenery. I like the ones like the German DLC. I know nothing about overhead trains in Germany. I know nothing about German scenery. Fantastic, take me on a journey. I've always loved games that have taken me somewhere on a journey, be it in space, around Europe in a truck, up in the skies in Flight Sim. I like that escapism. Some people play games for the exhilaration of a war or a battle, or you know, the skill set of solving a particular puzzle game. I think my sweet spot is being took on a journey. I've always liked that about video games, that immersion of just chilling out here. Like I said before, you know, the controls have translated to the PlayStation controller fantastically, really, really well. And some of that is because the way this game is set up, it's all tactile. So you literally grab hold of the knob or the slider and actually move it. So there isn't a huge amount of buttons, as it were, because you can literally point at something and press it. Doing 115 miles an hour now. Love that. Right, we're coming through a station. This should be cool. So we'll go there, free camera. Bosh, look at that. And look, all the detail is there. All the detail is there. It's really good, really good. So a definite recommendation from me. You can tell I like it. Yeah, you can tell I like it. So what I'm going to do is just slow down a touch. I'm going to put the throttle onto 4. We don't need to be going. We've only got 25 miles, and that's the waypoint marker tells me how far away we are. 25 miles. We don't need to be caning it just yet. I'd rather be back a little bit and cane it right towards the end. But the other thing I've noticed is there's not much repeat in the scenery, not much repeat at all. And I like the way that you can see scenery behind scenery. There's not just one layer of scenery. I love this bit of flying through the station. Exhilarating, absolutely love it. For example, look at the actual. Let's not look at a train. Look at the scenery. There's houses behind houses behind houses. There was a truck centre there. It is pretty. Actually, it's really impressive. I'm so glad this game exists. You know, when sometimes you get that in a game. I'm so glad this game exists. I really am. I think it's fantastic. And yes, I do obviously have an interest in trains, mostly model trains. I've got a YouTube channel, 5 Elms, Fiveelms, and I haven't got a huge amount of interest in real trains, I must say. This game is spiking a bit of interest because it is cool, isn't it? It is cool. But yeah, I just love the scenery side of things, really. And this is on the Unreal Engine 4, which does dynamic time of day so well. It's getting darker as we're travelling, you know. You get that little sunset in the sky there. It's really, really cool. And obviously it's not always at night or always in the dusk. There's scenarios in the rain, there's scenarios in the snow. There's one at Christmas actually in the GW1. And what I'll do is I'll mix my content for you between PlayStation 4 and PC as well. And I do plan to do not a comparison, not a head-to-head, just this is what it looks like coming down here on the PC, and this is what it looks like on the PlayStation. Nothing wrong with doing that. It's of interest, isn't it? Certainly not to compare the two or flame war the two. But Sims have normally got this sort of they can have this little snobby attitude of, oh, we don't want that on console, that's a PC title. Where this, I can imagine playing this on a rainy afternoon on a Sunday, slobbing out, having snacks, playing on this on the couch, and just chilling out, being took on a little journey. It's not the sort of sim where you need extra equipment, or you need to be sitting up at some kind of rig, or you need the keyboard and mouse. This proves that you don't actually need a keyboard and mouse for all sims. And there is a Truck Driver coming soon, not from this developer, but I'm really looking forward to Truck Driver coming on the PlayStation 4. There is a video on my channel about it, but hopefully that'll be by the end of the year. Can't wait for that. There's definitely a place for this sort of thing on the consoles. There really, really is. And hopefully it sells well for Dovetail and the developer. I think if you are going to buy into this, one thing you have got to be aware of is DLC. You know, a lot of this is their business model is you get a base game, depending on what version you get, a couple of bits in it, but the rest you will have to buy it, which is fine. If you if you like this sort of thing, you want to fund it, you want to support it, and the DLCs are around 20 quid each. For example, the Somerset one, which I streamed a little while ago, which I'll be finishing all the scenarios in video form rather than stream. I think that one's going to be quite niche, because a lot of people are going to slow down a little bit. I'm just going to put that throttle on there, because we've only got 17 miles in 15 minutes. We're going to get there too early, so I'm going to leave it like that. But a lot of people, like this mainline stuff. I think that's where this is the sweet spot. And the Somerset one is nothing like this. Look at this. Every time we speed through a station, I just got to stop. It's like, wow. The DLC for Somerset, nothing like that at all. It's a heritage line with 2 trains on it. One's like a diesel shunter, and one's an old Class 47. I think that's going to be a little bit more niche, but at least if you want it, you can buy it. If you don't fancy it, you don't have to buy it. A lot of people might not like the German trains. They might go, no, I've got no interest in that. I like my English trains, or I like my New York train. And I think that's the good freedom of choice. Buy the base game, get the pack that you want with the bits of DLC already included, and then just support the company by buying the bits that you want. And I quite like that model. I quite like that. And this one seems to be quite action-packed. There's a lot of hours in here, I think. There's collectibles as well. There are collectibles that you can stop and pick up. Now, I haven't. It's been really thin on the ground. The CSX base game. There's quite a few collectibles just laying around. This one I haven't actually found many, which is weird. And I know there's quite a few to pick up. I'm going to take a little bit more speed off as well. Just a little bit. So throttle is only on 1 at the moment. We're doing 110 miles an hour with 13 minutes thereabouts to do 15 miles. So I'm going to put the throttle onto idle. We don't need to cane it at this stage. Let's go and have a little look around. And again, look at all the scenery. I mean, it's all good, isn't it? Really good. You do feel a bit funny when the camera's right behind there. You're like, oh, I've got to get in the train. Yeah, but a very, very good, a good title. If you like your sim titles, if you're expecting something action-packed, this is not the title for you. If you like what we're doing here, just chilling out for half an hour at a time, being took on a journey, noticing points of interest as you go through the station, all these sort of things, you know, looking out for landmarks, watching the sun go down. If you like anything like that, I think this could become one of your favourite games. If you don't like that sort of thing, well, let's face it, you're not going to like it. It's not for you. Yeah, very impressed. Look, the water's all good. And the water's moving as well. Look at that. Look, the water model is actually moving. And the game didn't dictate that I put the camera here. I chose that just in the options. So there's a lot going on. And actually, PC versions, oh, it looks delicious. In 4K Ultra, it's just mind-blowing how sweet it looks. And I wondered to myself what the port would be like going over to PlayStation. And at first I couldn't find the external camera, and I thought, okay, that's quite a bit of process, isn't it, when you look at that external camera? And I thought, they've taken the external camera out, that's what they've done to fit it on, but I found it in the end. And in terms of the detail, I've checked briefly, look at that, I've checked briefly both versions, and they look as detailed as each other. Yes, you are missing a little bit of the resolution here in comparison to the PC version. Yes, you are having a little bit of a lower quality texture, but actually once you get in here and start playing the game, it doesn't take away from the game at all. Honestly, it doesn't. 11 minutes to do about 11 miles. I'm going to stick at this speed. Don't think we need to go. I'll just put the brake on initial, and then just take the brake off. Now again, we can do that by dragging the brakes there, but I did it by using the bumpers and the triggers. Left side for braking, right side for acceleration, which makes sense anyway. And there are other things you can control, like you can do the reverser. You can put the reverser by holding down the left analog as well. All convenient on the controller, but it actually works really well on the controller. Again, I was thinking, yeah, but I like my keyboard. It actually works really bloody well on here, really well. So yeah, let me know in the comments if, because this isn't something I do normally, is upload stuff like this in video format. You're gonna have to let me know, give me a bit of feedback. As much as I love a conversation and banter in the live streams, I also love it in the comments as well. I answer all my comments, all of them. So give me a bit of feedback on whether you like this sort of thing in video format. Maybe you just like watching and listening to me rambling without the interruption of the live chat. You're going to have to let me know, depending on what order you're watching this, whether this is the first one or whether you've already watched a few. But I do want to do the whole series of Train Sim. And like I say, I've only got enough slots during the day. But if I do this of an evening, this is like working overtime. I can produce, hopefully, content that you enjoy. Hopefully. Obviously, if you're not into trains at all, then you just bypass this. People don't watch it, then that's fine. I like that. I like the fact of, on my channel, it's so varied, and it'll never be anything else. The Gran Turismo players might go, trains? Not interested. Good, that's fine, don't watch it. Wait for the Gran Turismo content. I love that. I like having that choice, and I think when people come onto the channel, they realise I'm not just a one genre, or even a one game. I couldn't think of anything worse. I like that. I like to have that choice. 7 miles in about 10 minutes. I think we're going. I'm just going to put that brake on just a little bit more. We're on a bit of a gradient anyway. Take that brake back off. Throttle is on idle, which is lovely. Once you get the momentum in these, they just go forever. Actually, the reverse of if you used to accidentally press the brake or anything like that, they're a git to get going. They really are. So heavy, aren't they? And look how much, yeah, look how much load we've got. Oh, you can actually follow it. I didn't. Oh, we'll never catch it up. Yeah, we don't want to go back there, do we? You'll never catch the train running, I promise. 6 miles in about 8 minutes. We'll carry on. But the lighting model is fantastic, isn't it? Quite dark in places, but that's fine. So 72 miles an hour, we're going uphill slightly. 7 minutes to go. I'm not going to worry. I think we're going to be alright. What I don't want to do is fail the scenario by turning up early or late. I don't want to do that. I want to get there on time, do it properly. I think we should be fine. So when you do these scenarios, they do hold your hand quite a bit. But they put little bits in like the time, and you think, oh yeah, I've got to get there. And then sometimes you fail it and think, oh, of course they told me when to get there. But I didn't listen. I just got there as fast as possible. So in this train at 125 miles an hour, we're doing pretty much half the speed, deliberately. 53. Yeah, I think we're doing all right. Maybe throttle on 2, just to. Still got 5.2 miles. And the sound in this game is spot on as well. It should be the same as the PC version. I can't see it being any lesser sound. Got the horn. You don't want to stand on the edge of the station either, because the train will come along and suck you off. Be careful of that. 4.7. We are. I think we're spot on actually. Yeah, I think we're spot on, which is cool. Everything is looking normal. Yeah, so let me know what you think of it as a game and as a DLC. This is DLC, depending on what platform, what package you get. So I think this is about 20 quid. This package, this particular GWR DLC. And it'd be quite interesting to see where they take Train Sim World. You know, it is very DLC driven, which, you know, can upset a lot of people. But at the same time, I'm looking forward to what they're working on next. Now, this package will be around for a while. I can't see them doing another Train Sim for a little while. This will be definitely the Train Sim game for a while. So I'll look forward to seeing what where they take the DLC. You know, we've gone to Germany, we've gone to the West Country, we've gone to New York. It'd be interesting. America with the CSX. So it'd be interesting in where that goes. And I will go back and do all the CSX scenarios as well. 3 miles, 6 minutes. I think we are spot on, you know. I really do. See, I don't know whether the idea would be to cane it along these sections, because we're coming up to a section of 95 miles an hour, but we're way below that. So I don't know whether officially, if you was driving this for real, the idea would be to cane it and then slow down on the approach, or whether doing this sort of constant speed is about right. I don't know. I'm going to go just up with the throttle, just a touch. And all the dials work as well. These are all represented, they all work. And you can zoom into them all as well. Yeah, it's very cool, very cool. So 2 miles and 4 minutes. Yeah, I think we are absolutely spot on. And I don't even know if there's any journey to do after this, so I don't know. Obviously these videos are going to be a little bit longer than the average uploaded, you know, video in format without the stream, but it'll be as long as the scenario is. So we're coming up to a 95 speed area. We're way below that. So we've got to get there at 1 minute past 8. There's no good getting there at 1 minute to 8 because you will fold a scenario. So 1 minute past 8. But what a relaxing game. I just love games that give me a bit of zen, give me a bit of relaxation. I crave that in a game. I really, really do. There's nothing worse than getting stressed out in a game for me. That is not a gaming session. This is Thursday evening, 11 o'clock. I'm just chilling. Hopefully making content that you're enjoying. But yeah, I love this. This is what it's all about for me. Just chilling out. And what a subject for a video game. I never thought I'd get a game like this, certainly on the consoles anyway. And I didn't play any of the previous Train Sim. I mean at this point. So a lot of this is quite exciting to me because it's new and fresh. See the water over there? Look at that. Lots of scenery going on that you don't really see. Scenery behind scenery. I love that. Right, 58. So we've got 3 minutes to do a mile. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the throttle off. I'm going to put the brake just on initial. Actually, I'm going to put the brake on 3. We're going to come in here slow now. Yeah, we're going to come in here slow. Take it back off. What I don't want to do is slow the train down to a stop, because they're a git to get going, I'll tell you, with the pure size of it. So come up to a 60-mile-an-hour area, easy, not a problem. And conveniently, it gives you the marker on the speedo as well, which I quite like. I know this is dark for you, and I do apologise if it is dark on the stream, but it is dark. Right, I'm going to have to go really slow here, otherwise what I don't want to do is fail it. That's fine. So we're just gonna poodle in here, which is fine. You see trains doing this outside the platform area. That's totally fine. Take the throttle off, and we should coast in really. You can hear that train going over the points. There's a lot of detail here, a lot of detail. Right, take the train off. We should be fine. Okay, we stopped it a little bit, but that's not too much of a problem. Okay, we can get in there now. Yeah, we can get in now. So we take the throttle off, we don't need that on max. We've got 30 seconds. Take the brakes off now. Take the throttle off as well. We're just basically going to roll in, that's what we're going to do. We are going to roll in, and I think we are going to be absolutely bang on time. Which I'm happy with. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Oh, look at that. Look, that's pretty good. A matter of seconds behind. That's not a problem. So we'll start putting on some brake now. And anywhere in this area is fine. Ideally, you want to be up here. That's fine, we'll be totally fine now. Just let that roll in by itself. Take the throttle off. I'm going to let it roll all the way up, you know. Try and get it perfect. Actually, I don't want to go over, so no, we will stop here. It'll be totally fine here. Objective complete. So I don't know what's next. I don't know if we continue driving. Unlocking doors. Okay, that's fine. So unlock right. Let them out, I suppose. But what an enjoyable journey, and I can genuinely say that was enjoyable. You know. Hopefully you liked it as well. If this is the end of the driving for this scenario, I'm sure it is. They don't normally last much longer than what we've done. If it is, I do thank you for watching. If it isn't, we'll just carry on. So again, top right, you've just got a wait for your passengers. But yeah, very, very cool. A cool little experience. You know, as always, it won't be to everyone's taste. Absolutely not. But the people that do enjoy this, I think, really enjoy it. I think that's the point here. So the passengers are almost loaded.
Thanks again for helping us out. Hopefully the other driver will be along shortly.
Yeah, hopefully. Disembark. Should we turn it off? Doesn't say that, so I'm just going to leave that running in the hope that no one nicks it. I'll shut the door just for safety's sake, really. Okay, we're going up here. I'm just going to have a quick look around for collectibles. There's such a lack of collectibles so far. a real lack. In the CSX version, the base version, there was collectibles everywhere. I can't find any, I don't think. I don't think I've found one in this game yet. What a lovely train though. That was enjoyable. Loved that. Okay, so let's go here. And that is it. That is it. So thank you for watching, everyone. Please leave me a cheeky like. Let me know what you think in the comments. And I will see you next time. See you later, everyone.